Okay, my friends, you made it to the fun part. We get to plant our dahlia tubers. Things you want to make sure you have before you get started. Make sure you have a Sharpie. Make sure you have plant markers, and make sure you have healthy dahlia tubers with a neck and a healthy crown and an eye. They don't have to be sprouted, but if they are, yay. If this breaks off in the process, that's okay. It's going to grow back. This is just a good sign. Oh, this is going to break off. See? No problem. We're not stressing about that. It just means it's going to grow back. Okay? So, yeah, make sure that you have your labels as I'm pulling everything out of containers that I already have labels in. Make sure you have your Sharpie plant marker and your dahlia tubers that are healthy with a healthy crown, neck, and eye. Okay, let's get started. All right, friends, this is how we plant a dahlia tuber. We're going to take the dahlia tuber and we're going to plant it horizontally, not vertically, horizontally. So what you're going to do is just go to your trench. Make sure the soil is just nice and soft, just a lovely place where you would like to lay down and get started. And then just, I actually don't cover it right away. What we're gonna do is place all of them right down so we can see where they're spaced. But as you place them, go ahead and put your plant label where the tuber is, and then just work your way down the row. So I'm gonna go every 12 inches down. And that way, this is great, especially when you're working with kids, so they can see what they're doing and make sure you have full coverage and no spots are missing. Okay, yay, we're doing such a good job. We've got our dahlias laid out, plant food's already down. Now we're just gonna cover them up. If you're doing this with kids, which I highly encourage, just tell them if any part of the dahlia tuber is exposed to the air, it's going to drink up the air instead of the nutrients and water moisture in the soil. So we want to make sure it's completely covered. So go ahead and give them a nice cover. As you can see, on this side, I've already planted some dahlia tubers and you can see they're in mounds. So we're going to create a nice, like 5-inch cover over the dahlia tubers with soil. Let's go. And be sure to label the dahlia tubers. The labels should already be here. I'd like to just really place them on top of the dahlia tuber once I know where it's placed. See, this would be so good to do with kids. And continue to pull weeds as you go. All right, farm friends, we are doing such a good job. We're moving right along in our dahlia bed planting. So we shaped the bed, we loosened the soil with the broad fork, we dug out 2 trenches to be able to plant 2 rows of dahlia per 3-foot bed. And then we put down some bone meal into the trenches, and now we add the dahlia tubers. Let's go! This is the fun part. Yay! So I just put my dahlias down in the trenches, and I just want to show you what it looks like. This is one 3-foot wide bed that has 2 dahlia rows in it. The rows are 18 inches to 20 inches apart, and then the dahlias are placed 12 to 18 inches apart. So this is what it looks like right now. And now I'm going to go through and put the dahlias, make sure the dahlias go in the ground about 6 inches, and then they get completely covered. And that's going to help mix in the bone meal with the tubers. And by covering them, I'm going to make sure none of the tuber is exposed because that would dry it out. And we're going to wish them well. We're going to send them off for a happy new season, 2023 garden season. Let's grow. See what I did there? I said grow instead of go. Yay! Depending on how comfortable you are with splitting, you can plant this and it'll give you a gorgeous, big, beautiful, very strong, very vigorous dahlia tuber. If you want to split it, you could probably get 3 out of this one at least. So what I'm going to do, and the thing is, don't get overzealous here. Like if you are worried that you're going to cut off the eye and that this whole thing is going to go to waste, don't touch it and just plant it. But if you want to experiment, and guys, the best way to be familiar and comfortable with splitting dahlias is to just do it. You're going to make mistakes, but whatever. That's about growing, and that's how we learn. So with my snips, I'm just going to find the eyes. The eyes are always going to be located where the stem was. So these are 2 stems. I'm just going to, so I can see this better, I cut off the dead stems. And then with my snips, I'm going right through the middle here. I'm being mindful of where the eyes are, but I'm cutting right in the middle. And then I have coming undone. Okay, now we have several, this looks like a lobster. We have several healthy tubers here and lots of really alive, beautiful eyes. Yay! And then we have so many more tubers still here and lots of healthy eyes. So you know what I'm gonna do? I want this baby right here because this looks like a nice tuber, and then I'll leave it alone for the rest of it. So to get this out, this guy, all right, let me show you something. See how this guy is just kind of hanging on there? And if you look real close, you can see that neck is broken. See how it's all wiry in there? That's not gonna grow. It doesn't have an eye to it, so we're gonna take that off. All right, pop that baby off. Now this is what we're working with. What I want is this thing right here. And this tuber right here, I just want to get this tuber off. So just like potatoes, you can actually cut right into the flesh. It'll heal. Look. So now, look. So now I've got this beautiful tuber. This has 3 eyes on it. And this is perfect to plant. So now we've got 1, we've got 2, we've got the lobster guy. Look at all these tubers we just got from 1 cluster. So have fun with it, guys. Dahlia planting, I could keep going with this. I'm just gonna plant them. They need to get in the ground. We need to get growing. So happy dahlia splitting, happy dahlia planting. Enjoy it, and make sure when you put these in the ground, you send them off with really healthy, happy vibes. Okay? Happy planting.